I really hope that Fiona, that you look into CBT.
I'm supposed to. I'm looking into it. I've already looked into it. The problem is that I don't have coverage.
There is an app that I can send
Yeah.
you. It really helped me. It's only 10 minutes a day. You can do it on your phone. And
It's free.
Oh, really?
It's free. You can get a premium version for $50 a year.
What's it called? Yeah.
It's called Fabulous.
Okay.
And
What's it for?
it's basically just for mindfulness and just like productivity. Like for me, sometimes like it'll just be difficult to get out of bed and do stuff. Like just doing that small task is just like the end of the world for me.
Yeah.
But like through using the app, they use stuff from DBT and CBT in them with the like audiobooks and exercises and challenges.
Oh, okay.
And essentially like I went from like wanting to be a writer, just like saying like, yeah, I'm going to write something one day, I'm working on it, to like actually writing like so much shit this year. And I've only used it for 1 year and my productivity has gone so.
It changes your mindset, right?
Yeah. It's,
You
and it
have
basically,
a more
it kind of
positive
coddled
mindset.
me in a sense where like you drank water when you woke up. You're going to reward yourself. You're going to buy yourself something for that. And it's like, that doesn't seem right. I don't deserve that much just because I drank water. They're like, no, you have to get used to like telling yourself you're doing a good job.
That's great.
I like that. That's like positive reinforcement almost.
It is a free
I like
app.
reward systems.
It's called Fabulous. And yeah, you should try it. It's good. It also has like ASMR if you're having trouble sleeping. It can help you quit smoking. They have like all these modules.
Wow.
It's free, you said though, right?
There is a premium version you can get for $50 a year, but you can get all of the stuff for free as well.
Which is still like $4 a month.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean,
I
that's
paid
a
for it
fucking
for
Timmy's
a full
coffee.
year. I didn't renew because I kind of went through all the lessons and I screenshotted them, and I still kind of use it sometimes. But the first year, it just like, because when I quit my other job when I was working in retail, I just wanted to like start my own like creative journey. I wanted to do my own writing. I wanted to produce my own stuff, but it's so hard to do with all the distractions lately. If you're at home, you're like, oh, I could work on stuff or I could play video games.
Yeah.
So just getting that like discipline, I guess, like the self-discipline without saying, oh, I didn't do everything on my to-do list today, I should go die.
Well, so what you're basically saying is that what this does is that it helps you retrain your mind.
It really did.
Because instead of having negative thoughts over and over, it lets you know, no, you are a good person, you deserve
Yeah.
rewards, and you're going to get better.
And sometimes when I have like fits where I'm like having an episode, I'll just like put on the audios that they give you, like about 3 per day, only like a minute long each.
Yeah.
And they will just like say things. They'll be like, okay, I'm good now. They're like, yo, you're just the soil. You're going to plant something. You're going to grow. You're going to share it. You're going to have like a community garden one day.
That's really nice stuff.
It's a very good app for meditating and just like basically just like practicing mindfulness if you don't have time for therapy, which a lot of people don't.
I think that if you do this kind of stuff, what happens is that people with BPD have allowed their mind to completely control them.
Oh, yeah.
So what you're doing is your mind is telling you what I'm feeling is real, but it's not. Because if you were to feel with your heart, that's where empathy, compassion, love, forgiveness, and all that comes in. So you're feeling with your mind. I don't know if
Yeah,
that's
that
too
makes
deep
sense.
for you guys.
No, it makes.
Feeling with your mind, and that's why you justify it and say that it's real. And so people also at BPD, they've said they've done brain scans and they've said that the area of your mind where you end up having rational thinking is underdeveloped from a very young age. So again, another reason why if you are feeling something, you automatically perceive that that is real and have a right to feel this way, and then you act on it. So it's really difficult to be able to undo your thinking process of 30 plus years.
But it's possible.
Everything is possible. You can easily start
and that
with
app,
little baby
like,
steps.
It just made it so much easier. Like it's basically good for building habits as well. Like
Good
I actually
habits.
know how to build habits and get rid of old habits.
Mhm.
Like I never knew how to do that before. Like I always would get temptations
Temptations.
for like whatever I'm trying to like avoid doing, and then
Give in.
give in. I wouldn't
Mhm.
really know how to like feed the urges without
Mhm.
actually like
That's good. So it's mind over matter, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that if anyone's watching this and they have BPD or know someone who has BPD, I think this discussion was really good. I think we touched on a lot of things.
Actually, like the app that
Yeah,
you mentioned, the
that's great.
Fabulous app.
Fabulous.
It
I think it's
changed my
really, really
life, and
good.
I'm not exaggerating. Like,
You know,
I'm gonna have to check it out.
the-
I'm
Yeah.
literally, I'll pay the $50, and if I'm gonna try it, what's the worst that can happen?
yeah,
New Year starting, go give it a go.
it really helps.
I want to ask Fiona one other question.
Mhm.
The scenarios that you've gone through with people where you had, angry outbursts or they hurt you or whatever, did you ever notice that you created this false narrative on what happened and opposed to what really happened?
No, because that doesn't happen.
That's happened
then
to
it
me
does
before.
happen. And that does happen.
Sometimes your memories can get morphed over
Yeah.
the years.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't.
And
I
then you're
don't
like,
remember
I
that
don't
kind
know
of
what's
stuff. Why would
real.
I remember that? I wouldn't remember the things.
So you remember whatever you perceived took place and
Yes.
opposed to what really did. So that person may have said something, but their intention wasn't that. But the way you took it is
that
now,
Yeah.
and that's the fact. And they may not have even raised their voice to you, be like, he was yelling at me.
in my head right now? I don't know what's going on with me.
You've
It's
broken her
me.
down so much
I
right
need
now,
to
Cam.
just-
She's gonna go home and she's gonna have so much to think about. Okay.
Her mind has just
All
been
I'm saying is
blown.
that
I never eat a bag of candy. This is your fault.
so when it comes to safety, that's one of the most important things people with BPD.
Yeah.
And what they need, what they mean by feeling safe is that the person that supposedly loves them is not going to trigger them.
Yeah.
Number one.
I think maybe because he's triggered me so many times now that
you
I
don't feel safe.
I don't. Yeah.
And
maybe.
second thing is, even after you've had like
the
your
amount of times that he's left and gone out and not come home and lied about where he was or what he was doing or where he was drinking or who
so you
he's
don't feel
with.
safe. That's what it is. You don't feel
Maybe.
safe,
Maybe it makes sense now.
and you don't feel validated. That's the thing with people with BPD,
It's fair enough, actually.
which is fine.
Yeah.
But again, it's it's not to the point where it's the end of the world.
No.
Right. So there,
We'll make it the end of the world.
no matter, you're going to make it the end of the world.
Yep.
No matter what the problem may be, as long as the person is still in your life, he's still the father of your children, there's still an opportunity of mending things. And you know how they say
Yeah.
that be the change that you want to see in people.
Yes.
So that's being non-judgmental, being forgiving,
Yeah.
accepting as well too, and being present in the moment, not living 2 weeks ago, 5 years ago, this, right? Or the future saying, I'm going to leave this guy or he's going to leave me anyhow,
Yeah.
or this is going to fail. You're doomed. If you already admit it's going to fail, you're doomed already, right?
Yeah.
So if you kind of, again, change your perspective of how you look at things and stop looking at the negatives, they're always going to be there.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a consistent amount of negativity.
Always.
Focus on the positive.
Yeah.
That's what, so you've got beautiful children. Both of you are together. You both love your children. You both are loyal to each other. You're not cheating right now. You don't got some side piece on the go, whatever, right? There's no drug abuse going on. He works, you work, right? You've got a secure environment for the kids, meaning they have a home, they get food, they got shelter, clothes. These are all positive things. Once you start to appreciate and become grateful for the positive, it's going to be tough for you because your mindset's just negative.
Yeah.
Practice.
So once you actually stop being cynical and go, it's going to fail anyhow, fuck it, I don't care. Once you actually, you know what? I got this positive, I got this, I got this, I got this. So there's another exercise every morning when you wake up,
Yeah.
write down 5 things you're grateful
You're
for
grateful for. It's true.
every day.
Yeah.
Every day. And it'll be
Fabulous
different
had
every
me
day.
do that
I
too.
should do
Yeah.
it.
Every night I would do it.
That's good. So now you start your day or you go to bed, you go to bed feeling positive, you wake up feeling positive.
And it logs it for you. So if I'm ever like, I don't know what I'm grateful for, I'll look at what I've said in the past.
Before, there you
and I'll
go.
be like, oh yeah, that.
And that list might change. One day
Yeah.
something will be on it, the next day it won't be. All of these little
I could
things,
benefit from this.
the reason that you do
recommend
them is you are tricking your mind.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you're tricking your mind to saying, wait a minute here. I actually do have something to be positive about.
Yeah.
And your mind's like, okay. And the more you trick your mind into positive, it eventually shifts.
Yeah.
It's a mindset.
Yeah.
Once you're in the negative shit, that deep hole you've dug,
Mhm.
you're not getting out until you make yourself get out. And these exercises help that. no one's going to rescue you.
Yeah.
There's nothing, no rescue will be good enough. Someone's going to throw a rope. You'll be like, fuck it. The rope's not thick enough. Someone's going to throw a ladder.
I'm gonna drown.
The ladder should be made of gold with diamond studs. And I want apology on the ladder. And I want flour. Nothing will be good enough. So you'll dig a deeper hole and that person's going to pull that ladder out. Then the rope's going to be gone. And you're like, oh shit, I should have at least, fuck that. I don't care anymore. I can just keep digging. You're going to get yourself out. And that's going to be with little positive steps.
Yeah.
And if you change your mindset and try to focus on feeling with your heart, because your heart's out of the picture.
Mhm.
Your heart is where your compassion will be for your children. Parents, because you have children, you're a parent now. The number one thing about being a parent is what? In your book.
Loving your children.
Okay. That's a given. You know what I think it is? Sacrifice.
Oh,
Number one. Nothing greater than that.
I guess.
Whatever your dreams may have been, whatever you may
Sacrifice
have
a
wanted,
lot.
you can sacrifice a lot more
Yeah.
by fixing your relationship with your partner. So your children don't have to go through this
I
shit
feel like
themselves.
I'm in like couples therapy right now without the other part
That's
of
the point of this
couple.
show. I mean, it's making mine and
I
Chris's
just
grade a
wanted
little
to,
bit better. Marriage
know,
a little better.
I truly believe in whenever you need something, whether you believe in God or you believe in the power of the universe, whatever, if you're a good person and you need help, it doesn't always have to be financial,
Mhm.
right? It could be other forms of help. A higher power or a higher being or God, if you believe in God, will find an avenue to answer that prayer or that help that you're seeking, or sometimes you don't even know that you're seeking help.
Yeah.
And when that happens, if there are certain things that are said, like try to get away from your everyday way of thinking you've had for the last 30 years. Like she's been saying, that old way of thinking.
Yeah.
Try to really force yourself. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to make a bit of an effort. And once you make that little bit of an effort,
Mhm.
the hardest part is that first step.
Yeah.
The greatest risk is not taking a risk at all. So stop letting your mind fuck your life up. Stop letting your mind make your life a failure
My mind fucks my life up all the time.
all the time.
And then
Tell your mind, fuck you. I'm in control.
Yeah.
I'm going to make you make my life better because you
I'm gonna
control
make you
your
my
mind.
bitch.
Yeah. And let your heart guide it.
Yeah.
When you if you let your mind guide you, your mind is like an old, worn out, whatever individual that's got no motivation. It's like, life sucks. This is going to suck. Everything sucks. I hate everything. Everyone hates me. I'm just going to die alone. Fuck this. And checks out. That's your mind right now.
Yeah.
You got to kick your mind in the ass and say, wake the fuck up. You're far greater and you have way more, whatever credit than than you've gotten. You have way more opportunities that you can get as well too. There's way more to you than just giving up. And then when you start taking these steps, small steps,
Yeah.
and the person who's going to benefit the most out of this is going to be you and then your children.
Yeah.
And your children will thank you. But if you continue down the same path you've already been down, your children are going to hate you.
My children are gonna be fucked.
No, but they're going to hate you though. Because they're going to say like, what the fuck?
I know.
Like, why didn't you try harder?
Trust me.
That's going to happen.
I know.
Right? And why repeat history? Why not be that fucking break in that chain?
Why? All I can do is hope that therapy will help.
They're what?
I said all I can do is hope that therapy will help right now.
Yeah, I think that hopefully, and if you're welcome to come back on again, by the way,
Oh, thanks.
if you'd like to, I'd love if you came back on and, and we talked further about it. But this app I think is great. I
Yeah.
think some of the exercises we said are very, very good as well too.
One of the
know.
the final things I'll say is in the Fabulous Creed, it says that long-lasting change is comprised of small baby steps repeated regularly over time. There is no other way to
That
change
is so
without
true.
going back into your old habit.
Yeah.
I like that.
And so you have to celebrate
Makes sense.
every step you take, even
The
if
way
it
a baby
doesn't seem
learns.
like it's a big milestone. You have to hype yourself up pretty much.
And make it a milestone.
Yeah.
Because you've changed the way you've been thinking for decades.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to have crashes again, but it's okay. Pick yourself back up.
That's 33 years of change
know,
I need to.
Yeah. But
well, you better start working on it
well,
tonight.
all you have to do, all you got to do is
Tomorrow.
think about your 18-month 8-year-old?
Yeah.
Is it
no,
a
it's
boy or
true.
a girl?
Boy.
Think about his face.
He's the good one.
Think about his smile.
For now.
Right? So you think about him and use him as your motivation
Yeah.
and your inspiration. If it's not yourself, think about your kids.
Oh,
right?
True.
And your husband will appreciate, your partner's going to appreciate it. Sure he will.
Yep.
Without going to him and saying, hey, by the way, I'm going to start doing this, so you better start doing that. We're like, what the fuck? Let him do his own journey.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty silent. I'll stay in my lane.
Again, be the change you want to see in people.
Yeah, no.
And
true.
they themselves will change. That's that. Because he's his own person, right? So
Leave it.
thank you, everybody, for joining us. I hope this wasn't too deep
Thanks
and
for
too
having me.
emotional. But I think it was good.
I hope y'all be crying.
Very good.
I gotta
Yeah.
go smoke a lot of weed.
But it was a lot of fun. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thank
you,
you.
guys.
Take care. Ciao.